move my computer over here. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch, welcome. Just gonna do some yoga today, which is a combination of Vinyasa yoga and look, you can see me, kind of Vinyasa yoga and Yin yoga. My TikTok and streaming break was also kind of a yoga break for me, so hi! I totally forgot to put on makeup, but I'm still pretty. And my TikTok, my streaming break was like a yoga break, and I kind of recently started getting back into yoga, but my body is still easing in. Thank you for the likes. And I ate about 45 minutes ago, so I still should be good to do some yoga right now, but we'll see. Blinky is for... Do I have flats? Like flat shoes? Or flat feet? I do have flat feet. Okay. Hi, welcome! I'm gonna put this so that you can see. I'm gonna do my stretching. I'm gonna make sure we do I put TikTok in the same place every time, but I do like to do a quick check on YouTube that you guys can see my head. I feel like that's nice, to know to be able to see my head. So that'll do. Okay. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Oh yeah, I have like plenty of options. I really like to wear platform shoes though because I'm kind of short. So now you know. Roll out my mat is green. Oops. I should probably roll it out this way. And then Vivian stretch today just kind of focuses on, you're gonna send a gift? Thank you. It's gonna be kind of a shorter stream, but yeah. I'm just getting back into everything. I'm really gonna have to like figure out my balance and my routine because I totally am out of a routine right now. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do, this is air element. She has 5, like air, earth, fire, water. This is yoga with Cassandra. And okay, I do like to see, but I want to see if anyone comments. So I'm gonna do the multi-stream chat. Okay. That way I can see if anyone comments there. And then I'm gonna open this up, but make it small and put it off to the side. Let me turn it up. Okay. So, thank you for the rose. You're so sweet for that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do my little workout, and then thank you for more roses. It's good to be back. It really is. Eventually I'm gonna move this view of, so the side view will stay the same, but I'm gonna move the front view to this app instead, because TikTok can be a little bit finicky, and I'm gonna do my finance stuff on TikTok, I decided, since they really like if you just focus on one thing. For the algorithm, thank you for the roses. So that's the plan, now you know. Enjoy this, free content while it lasts, and we're gonna continue forward. Okay, let's stretch about it.
We're going to work with the element of air. This is a Vin to Yin practice, so we're going to start with a dynamic Vinyasa flow, followed by some passive Yin yoga poses. Now, the element of air is one that is connected to our hearts as well as to our minds. So it's our ability to stay alert, to continue to move, and to feel ourselves connected through all other living beings. We all breathe the same air. So when I think of air, I always think about birds taking flight. So in this practice, we are going to work through some balancing poses, and we're also going to work on some back bends. Because we're working and connecting with the breath, we're going to emphasize this by really working on the areas around the lungs. So opening up through our chest into our shoulders and our upper back with some nice heart openers. Again, we're working with this heart chakra. So feeling compassion for all things, remembering that the element of air supports us throughout the course of our lives. Air can be extremely turbulent, it can be very violent, it can be very active and forceful, but air can also be the passive air that is all around you and that is ever present, the air that you don't even really notice or rarely acknowledge. So this is also a practice that's all about gratitude for the elements that we might take for granted. So you might want to have some blocks somewhere close by, and we're going to start right away opening up through the upper body with a child's pose, incorporating thread the needle. So your big toes can come together to touch. I'm just going to move my microphone a little bit here. And instead of folding straight forward, think of reaching your right arm underneath you, letting ear and shoulder come to the floor, and you can extend your left arm up overhead. And I like to dynamically push into both arms, both hands, just trying to open up in between your shoulder blades. And the emphasis of this class is on your breath. So even though there's some constriction here, can you still breathe deeply in and out through your nose? And I'm reminded of the expression, when we say that people have their head up in the clouds, or people are very airy. Might mean that they have a lot of imagination, that they're very mentally alert. And usually it might be meant as an insult, but I don't really think it is. It's good to be grounded through the earth, but we also want to let ourselves fly, let ourselves open up, let ourselves dream and connect. And slide your left hand back, push into the palm, come back up. And we're going to go to the other side. So thread your left arm underneath you, shoulder and ear down. And you can stretch your right arm up overhead.
Oh, wow.
So even in this pose, can you breathe into the back of your heart? So that with every inhale, you feel your rib cage expand front to back, side to side. And as you exhale, it softens a little more. So how can the element of air support you? Where is it present in your life? Come all the way back, and let's find a little puppy pose stretch. So lifting up onto hands and knees under your hips, walk your palms forward, and melt the heart and the forehead down towards the ground. So stretching deeply through your shoulders, through your upper back. Soften your belly. And not necessarily exaggerating your breath, but really allowing it to be full. Come forward into your Sphinx pose, so let your hips come down to the mat. Open up through your chest as you broaden, expand and pull your heart forward. Exhale to release. 3 baby cobras as you inhale, chin, chest, palms off the floor. Exhale to lower down. Twice more. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale to release. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Push back. Let your hips sit on your heels. Bring your fingertips back behind you. And think of lifting your heart up towards the sky. Bend your elbows. And almost as if you're trying to bring your elbows, squeezing them in towards one another.
What? Mars. See, technology's restricted. That's crazy. I don't know why. Tell me when a chat full of weirdos. Yeah. Okay. That's crazy. Yeah, okay. I just have to just restart and go again. Okay. That's, um, that's, what did I expect? I don't know, I'm literally not doing anything. Other than stretching, so really weird. Um, let's, yeah, I guess we start and come back. Okay, I'll just do right back. Okay, whatever, I'm back now. And it's just gonna be different. It's just gonna be different. It's all good. Everything's fine. Gonna do my little stretch here. Should be pretty good. Thank you for, that was crazy. That was like in 4 minutes.
While opening up through
Anyway,
the
so
throat,
that's why I'm
through
gonna
your
switch to this
heart.
app when I do
Breathing it in, downward facing dog. Hands shoulder width distance apart, feet are hip width distance apart. And go ahead and move in any way that feels good to you here. Maybe paddling out the feet. Feeling that stretch through your arms, through your spine, through your chest. And we'll walk our feet forward to the top of the mat, ragdoll pose. So you can bend your knees generously here and hold on to your elbows with your palms, maybe swaying a little bit side to side. We'll emphasize the breath here in this ragdoll pose by taking 3 breaths, so in through the nose and big sigh out the mouth. Doing that 3 times. So whenever you're ready at home, inhale. Letting it go, like you're clearing the cobwebs. Last one, making space. Hands come down, bend your knees a little more, push into your heels as you roll all the way up to stand. Standing at the top of the mat, reach your arms up overhead and hold on to the elbows and the forearms just like what you did in your ragdoll pose. Inhale long, and as you exhale, side bend. Push into your hip. Inhale to center and go right away to the other side, side bend. Inhale to center, cactus shape with your arms. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Open up through your chest, little back bend here. Keep your elbows up. And exhale, fold all the way down to the floor. You're welcome to bend your knees here if you'd like. Halfway lift, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, plant the palms, step the feet back, plank, inhale. Exhale, lower to your belly, point your toes back, cobra. Hang out here, keep your elbows bent and hugging in, and really pull your heart forward. Breathe. Exhale to release, press back, hips to your heels, just like what we did before. Fingertips go back behind you, open up. And downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back. From this down dog, reach your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee and open up your hip. And balancing a little bit here, see if you can come up onto your right fingertips. Maybe even look underneath your right shoulder as you twist a little bit here, a big side body stretch. So like you're floating on a cloud, trying to practice this element and this act of weightlessness as you step your right foot forward in between your palms to the top of the mat. Warrior one. So let your back heel come down to the floor. Inhale, arms rise. Let's interlace our fingers and place them towards the back of your head, kind of like the nape of your neck. Scoop your elbows forward. Lift up through your chest and then find a little bit of a back bend. So you need to have a big, deep bend in your front knee so that you're nice and stable through your legs. Opening up here and come all the way back to center. Cactus shape with your arms once more. Let's find warrior three with cactus arms. So it's almost as if you're doing a little cobra pose here. Think of squeezing your shoulder blades back and pulling your heart forward. So just like a bird, floating, flying. Try to be light on your toes so you're not digging them into the floor. Flying through the wind, mountain pose, release. Close your eyes.
How nice is that?
Slow, steady breaths.
Yeah, bird.
And feet hip width distance apart. Let's find that side bend once more. Hold onto the elbows and press your hips out to the side. Inhale to center and over to the other side. Coming all the way back, cactus with a little back bend. Open through your chest. Exhale, fold forward all the way. Halfway lift, flat back. Plant your palms, step the feet back, lower down all the way. Elbows in, keep them in and keep them bent in your cobra pose. So pelvis is down on the floor. Open up and release. Bring your hips towards your heels, fingertips back behind you. Open up, big stretch here. Keep the elbows bent and squeezing in. Downward facing dog. Take a cleansing breath in your down dog. In through the nose, out the mouth. Left leg rises, bend your left knee, open up your hip. Working on balance a little bit, come up onto your left fingertips and start to look underneath your left shoulder and left armpit. So rather than feeling heavy and grounded like we would in an earth-based flow, here we're trying to find lightness, buoyancy. Lots of freedom in our movements. Let's step the left foot forward in between the hands, coming into warrior one on the second side. So ground that back heel down, push firmly into the legs as you lift up. Interlace your hands a more usual way and once more bring your palms to the nape of the neck. Scoop the elbows forward. Think of lifting up before leaning back. So I don't want this to be felt in your lower back. I want you to emphasize really the space at the front, the sides, and the back of the heart. All through your lungs. Big breath in here. Come all the way back to center. Cactus shape with your elbows. Warrior three. Standing on that left leg, right leg extends back. So keep the elbows just as high as your shoulders. Think of pulling your heart forward. So where in your life do you need a little bit more lightness? A little bit more space to breathe? And come all the way. Mountain pose, relax your arms by your sides, palms shining forward. So this time, moving into a different kind of side bend, you're going to reach your arms up, catch a hold of your right wrist with your left hand, cross your right foot back behind you, and crescent over to the side. So your left knee is going to bend, and you're pushing out into that right hip. Inhale all the way back up and let's switch sides. Hold on to your left wrist, cross the left ankle back and push out into your left hip.
Your body is a puzzle too. Our bodies feel so.
Inhaling to center, interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Roll your shoulders down and away from the ears. Back bend as you open through your chest. And coming back up. Let's find our eagle pose. So start with your arms, elbows bent at a 90-degree angle. Left arm under your right, binding once or twice. Bend into your knees, lean on your right leg, and cross your left thigh over. Maybe looping the toes back as well. So flying like the eagle, still finding some stability by pushing your arms together, squeezing your inner thighs together and bending generously into your knees, while also maintaining some lightness, some buoyancy. Slow, steady breath. Keep your arms as they are. We're going to take warrior 3 again with our eagle arms. So unwrapping the legs, left leg stretches back, balancing on the right. Squeezing it in, release the hands down to the floor, standing splits, open up nice and wide.
Oh, I missed that.
Downward facing dog, step back. Before we take our flow here, those of you, if you would like, you have the option of coming into wild thing. We're gonna reach our right leg up to the sky, bend the right knee, open up your hip, and maybe you stay here, three-legged dog, or you can roll onto your left hand and left foot, step the right toes back behind you, push into the feet, reach your arm up and over.
This feels so good.
Big breath in, and plank, chaturanga.
She said.
Upward dog, open the heart, exhale, downward facing dog. So emphasizing that lightness, we are going to try and hop to the top of the mat. So lift your heels up, bend your knees, look past your palms, and at the end of the exhale, hop up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Press to stand, arms reach up overhead, and hands at your heart. Second side, this time you're gonna grab a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Bring your left foot back behind the right one and crescent over. So you're pushing out into your left hip. Inhale to center, switch sides. Hold on to the right wrist. Center, interlace your hands behind you the more unusual way, so the other thumb on top. Shrug the shoulders down, open up. Standing back bend here. Coming back through to center, eagle arms on the other side. Elbows out, bend your right arm and bring it under the left once or twice. Bend into your knees and you're gonna wrap your right thigh over your left, maybe looping the toes back. Draw your navel in. A little bit of core engagement here in the pose. And staying with these eagle arms, you're gonna find warrior 3, right leg stretches back behind you. Keep your hips leveled, be light on your toes. So what does the element of air represent for you? Standing splits, fingertips down, stretch it up. And downward facing dog.
Oh my gosh,
You're welcome to hang out here, or we can go into our wild thing on the other side. Left leg rises, bend your left knee, open up your hip, and start to rotate on right hand, right foot. Push into your left foot, reach your left arm up and over.
Hi guys.
Plank pose, take your time. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Downward dog. Before we go into our yin yoga portion, let's just come down onto our bellies.
That's like good and easy.
So it's up to you. You're either going to come into locust pose, lifting arms and legs off the floor, or coming into bow pose, bending into your knees, catching a hold of the outer ankles. Try to keep your thighs and knees hip-width distance apart, pushing in, and we all squeeze as we lift up.
I would like to be done with this.
2 more breaths wherever you are.
Oh my God.
And release on down.
Okay,
And let's press back. Easy child's pose. Keep your knees together. Let your spine naturally round, forehead to the floor. Arms extending back. Taking longer, deeper breaths. Transitioning away from the active part of our practice, moving towards the passive or the receptive.
Samuel, it's good to see you.
And we're going to make our way to puppy pose. You can do this one with or without blocks. So knees underneath your hips and maybe just walking your hands out, holding this one for a few minutes. I like to do it with blocks just to make it a little bit more challenging so that I can find my edge. So if you're using blocks, you'll need to bring your elbows onto the blocks and you'll have to probably bend at your elbows, palms together, and then bring the palms towards the back of your head. So just choosing the option that feels the best to you here.
No, I think I'm going to keep my arms straight for this one.
Remember that the emphasis is on the quality of your breath as it flows in and out through your nose with ease and depth.
Hi guys, again. I'm abundant. You are abundant. I receive abundance. You receive abundance. I'm thankful for abundance. You're thankful for abundance. I love money and money loves me and money loves you too. I'm thankful for the internet. Thankful for you guys. Thankful for this big long stretch. I'm thankful for my core. Thankful for my yoga mat. Thankful for my puppy and my kitty. To really get to share the things that you're thankful for. Just like the good life practice that makes your life better.
And start to ease on out. If you're on blocks like me, start to straighten your arms. We can all lock our palms in. And before we go into our next pose, just move your props out of the way. It might feel good just to take a little cat and cow.
Which is like cat and cow.
We'll make our way into a laying chest stretch so you can come down onto your belly. Right arm out to the side, elbow bent at about a 90-degree angle or so. Rolling over onto your right hip, right ear, and right shoulder. I like to bend my knees. I find it easier to stay in the pose. And I also like to push my left hand into the floor, but some people prefer to bring their left arm towards the low back. Just trying to open up and stretch through the front of your chest, into the pectorals, into your right shoulder, and down the bicep. And really feel this connection you have to the element of air, which really means the connection you have to every single person, every living being. We all breathe the same air. We all have this connection that links us to the heart.
I'm surprised this is heart and not long.
And the air is also a beautiful balance of yin and yang. So the inhale being more active and the exhale being more passive. So air can be a great analogy for balance.
Friendly reminder to breathe, everyone. Relax your jaw, your face muscles. I clench my jaw, like, that's a thing. So I like to remind everybody else to release their jaws too, because I can't be the only one that holds tension in my face. I'm feeling a huge stretch through my bicep, so that's nice.
And start to roll onto your belly. Before we go to the other side, we'll actually just come into a little Sphinx pose. So bringing your forearms on the floor. Open up through your chest, just here for about a minute or so. Expand through your heart. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears.
Long breath. No.